Former Senator Kyrsten Sinema just revealed her next move, and you may not be surprised to find out that she's going to work in the crypto industry. Specifically, she's joining the advisory council of the $78 billion cryptocurrency exchange platform called Coinbase. We have a lot more details for you shortly, but Cenk, what is your initial reaction here?
Well, I predicted that she would go and work for a large donor. Jordan, crypto's not a huge donor these days, are they?
Cenk, stay tuned. We've got the details. So here's what you need to know. The former senator wrote the following on Wednesday. We have a chance to modernize finance for all Americans and lead on global crypto innovation. Looking forward to advocating for the 52 million Americans who have owned crypto and supporting Coinbase's mission to make personal finance fairer and faster. She will be on the company's Global Advisory Council alongside Chris LaCivita, Donald Trump's former campaign manager. Sinema already has a very cozy relationship with the crypto industry because Sinema took nearly $10,000 from Coinbase and tens of thousands more from other crypto interests, all while pushing bills to limit oversight of the volatile, largely unregulated industry. Sinema got friendly with crypto in 2021, which coincidentally was this exact same time that the industry started spending a lot of money on lawmakers. Specifically, the companies took issue with crypto reporting requirements included in the bipartisan infrastructure bill. The proposal would require cryptocurrency trading platforms and other entities defined as brokers to report digital asset transactions to the IRS. So the industry got to work lobbying politicians. That included donating $180,000 to Sinema, much of which came from the tech firm of entrepreneur and Trump ally Mark Andreessen, which invests in crypto. Sinema, who had originally supported the reporting requirements, quickly backtracked and instead tried to broker a deal between crypto interests and lawmakers. Ultimately, the reporting mandates fell through altogether. And then Sinema just kept taking more and more money from crypto interests. Since her 2021 about face, Sinema has remained a top recipient of crypto industry cash, ranking 4th in the Senate and 7th overall in Congress for total crypto money received. In return, Sinema fought to give the crypto companies exactly what they wanted. In 2022, Sinema introduced a bill alongside former Senator Pat Toomey that would have exempted some crypto transactions from capital gains tax, which is levied on investment profits. Toomey, who retired in 2023, has also since joined the Coinbase Global Advisory Council. The bill stalled, but Sinema co-sponsored another even broader version of the tax loophole in the last congressional session. Last year, Sinema was among a group of 11 Democrats who broke with Biden and aligned themselves with crypto executives to oppose a new federal accounting measure requiring companies to count their digital currency assets as liabilities. Biden protected the rule, but the Trump Securities and Exchange Commission has now revoked it. The problem here is much bigger than Sinema. The cryptocurrency industry has spent a jaw-dropping amount of money on bribes. As of late, in August of last year, Public Citizen reported that in 2024, crypto corporations have poured over $119 million directly into influencing federal elections, primarily into a nonpartisan super PAC dedicated to electing pro-crypto candidates and defeating crypto skeptics. Crypto corporations are by far the dominant corporate political spenders in 2024, as nearly half, 44% of all corporate money contributed during this year's elections come from crypto backers. And that spending paid off. Nearly 300 pro-crypto lawmakers have taken seats in the House and Senate, according to Stand With Crypto, giving the sector unprecedented influence over the legislative agenda. So there you are, Cenk.
Yeah. So look, I get it. I hate it, but don't hate the player, hate the game, right? Because the crypto guys figured out something that's logical. Oh, it's super easy to buy politicians. They're pretty cheap. And if we buy them, then we can really get them to pass any laws we like. And remember how we were saying all this time about how, we don't like the government, and the whole point of crypto is the government doesn't interfere. Yeah, unless we got the government to back all of our crypto like they do with the banks, then that would make our crypto a lot more valuable. Let alone like 8 other things we can get these servants of ours to pass. And all you do is you just buy them. Look at Sinema, watch. Here, come here, Kyrsten, come here. Here's some more money, here's some more money. And she runs and she gets the money and then of course votes with them. And so it's not surprising that she's gonna go work for a donor, and it's not surprising that she's now working for arguably the largest corporate donor. And so, but they have 300 seats. And they have Trump. It's already good night, Irene. They're gonna pass whatever law they like, and a lot of Democrats are gonna join them because the crypto guys also spent a lot of money in Democratic primaries to defeat progressives because they were uncorrupted and they wouldn't take corporate PAC money like Nina Turner. So AIPAC and crypto teamed up basically and through their series of PACs to defeat anyone who was against corruption. Because, well, how's Israel gonna get $300 billion if you don't have corruption? That doesn't make any sense. Why would we give another country $300 billion, right? But we did. That's sort of the money they've accumulated so far through all of our free money to them. And then the crypto guys are like, hey, that's smart. We'll just buy the whole government and it won't cost that much. And they were right. And then once the senators retire, we'll just give them a job for like $1 million, $2 million, that's nothing, right? And they'll be thrilled, and then they'll spread the word. They'll tell the other senators, when you retire, the crypto guys are gonna give you millions of dollars. It's a logical play. That's why you gotta get the money out of politics. If you don't get the money out of politics, now everybody's gonna catch it. The pharmaceutical companies have been doing this for decades. Military industrial complex, decades. They've been robbing us. Well, do you know that the oil companies still get $30 billion in subsidies every single year? They're the most profitable companies. Why are we giving them our money? Because all of it is rigged. And by the way, if you're on the right, she's a Democratic senator, so you could hate her, okay? Yeah, good, we're on the same page, right? You think the crypto guys, like you hate a lot of the donor class, right? And I think a lot of the guys on the right, they do hate the donor class, right? Trump also has donors. Elon Musk is also a donor. The oil companies are giant donors to Donald Trump. AIPAC and that crew are giant donors. Crypto's giant donors. If you think that your donors are angels and would never want something for themselves, those crypto bros are just doing it for the general welfare and charity. That's exactly what Nancy Pelosi would say, and MSNBC would say about what Nancy Pelosi and Biden were taking. Please don't be a sucker. All right, what do you think, Wes?
I'm so happy you framed it that way because, getting up in arms about Kyrsten Sinema is beyond the point. The entire system is cooked. Look, the crypto guys had already gotten their hooks into Kamala Harris during the campaign. She was signaling to anybody that was paying attention, we're gonna be way more crypto friendly. Don't worry about it, guys. You guys are fine. And it's not just the crypto interests. And I've said this 1 trillion times already. The contradictions, it's so blatant and obvious to be laughable. The same exact day that Biden's FTC is suing Google, Kamala Harris is having a fundraiser with some of the highest ranking execs at Google. Okay, this is the game. This is the system. And when one of these freaking Democratic Party operatives in a meeting says, we're not gonna just stop taking huge money from business interests. We're gonna keep getting money from the good billionaires, because those exist in terms of, billionaires putting our interests before theirs ever. And so not only does it suck that it's happening that way, it makes it so that it's impossible for the Democrats to ever do anything that would make sense and would resonate with the public, because they would have to publicly go against their good donors, their good billionaires. And this is just illustrative of that. And the Menendez thing was so egregious. He's such a greedy bastard, because you don't have to do this. You don't have to take gold bars, bro. You take your legal donations, then they give you some cushy ass board seat as soon as you leave the Senate. You're just raking in money to do nothing. It's like a mafia no-show job, basically, at a construction site. That's what they do for these folks as soon as they leave the public sector. And so Cenk is 100% right. Like, we can get up in arms about this one person, but it's the entire system that's rotten.
Yeah, you're right. It is a game. So you're a writer at The Ringer. You guys cover games. So maybe you should cover this one too. Like, oh, okay, the score is she gets 180,000 more on the board. Way to go, okay. And oh, look at this. Steps out of the game, gets $1 million in checks. So that is kind of what we're reduced to. Except mainstream media does cover it like that, but they say she's the leading candidate in the race. She's raised so much money. She's amazing. She's the #1 candidate in the race.
Cenk, that was one of the things that freaking killed me when Kamala was running. They kept talking about how amazing it is. She's raised hundreds of millions of dollars, and this is crazy. She's breaking records. And it's like, we know that's not grassroots fundraising. We know where this money is coming from. Come on.
Yeah, that was not the brag they thought it was, and part of what cost the election as well. Thanks for watching the Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR, so those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.